Alright, g'day, hi and welcome. Okay, I got the lazy man's load today. I left the trailer. I figured I'd do wooden instead of logging, or logging instead of metaling today. So this is a non-metal day, but it was a good day. I cut some grass. I tried to get it done yesterday. Here's what I had to do today. Okay, not only did I cut grass, which is okay, hopefully that's a good angle there. I cut the grass, right? But yesterday when I showed up, the lady wasn't there, but she was there. She has a hammock in the back, and she's a tiny woman, like she's really small, right? And when she's in the hammock, she's like, nobody can see me when I'm in the hammock. And it's like, I just gotta get past this highway of doom here. We're gonna take the scenic route home again. Why? Because we can. I should have put more logs in there. Hurry up, truck, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. You got 50 cars behind me. It's like, it's not that there's cars behind you. It's that they're 30 feet from bumper to bumper at best, doing 120, 140. Like, it's just stupid how people drive there. But anyway, so I don't have to cut this grass till Sunday. Hopefully it's not too dusty like yesterday. Holy jeez, it was dusty down this road yesterday. It's going to rain this afternoon. I was going to load the metal, but I was just like, oh no, I'm going to mix it up a bit. I got free stove wood, so I got paid very well today for like 40 minutes of work. I made like 50 bucks. So it's like, I take the rest of the day off. I know it's kind of like a dog in it kind of day, but you don't get too many days like that. But it was really appreciated because next to cutting the grass, I had to do a Bailey's and wine run. I forget the name of the wine. Molette, whatever you call the wine, that wine. Anyway, she's like, could you go and get that for me before I'm having guests over or whatever, you know. I had to go get the lawnmower and everything. Anyway, so okay, so I did that. So she paid me an extra 20 bucks, like just for the beer run or the alcohol run. I was like, okay, I can do that. Yeah. Look at the dust on the trees, the leaves. Like right now it's not bad, but give it another week, everything here is just gonna be like a white stripe the whole way. It's really bizarre to see. That dust is so nasty. They just put it down 2 weeks ago. It takes a couple of months for it to really settle, right? To get the fine dust off of it. Like it'll always kick up dust, but like that clouds of white you see. So that's what I did today, and then I was gonna grab another metal run. Yesterday's metal run wasn't so great. It was too light. Which brings me to the topic of the video. I'll try to get it done in one segment. I know yesterday I rambled too much about the other stuff, but it was like, okay, whatever. So today, well, today's the day after the election, and well, the results were exactly what I thought they would be. But if you want to see that, you got to go to my BitChute, links down below. If you want to hear me ranting and raving about that. But anyway, the economy's going to get really tough. I mean, it already is tough. You've got a combination of weird things. Like guys like me are going like crazy. This week's a little bit of a slow week because my buddy is up in the Yukon right now, basically almost on the other side of the planet from me. Well, not really. I'm just in Quebec, but you know, it's a long way. You know, it's a good 2,000 miles from. We're about 2,000 miles apart right now. Canada's pretty darn big, right? Anyway, so I'm just kind of like, I'm not even setting my alarm clock. I just get up 9 o'clock, whatever. Okay, I'll go work around 10 or whatever. I got a job on Sunday. Tomorrow I'm going to stain boards for siding. Get ahead on that. And then after that, it's a couple other things. And then next week, I got to take it really easy and just work on my trucks. Speaking of working on trucks, I hope he's not working on his truck. These are the guys that are putting the gravel down. Every time I drive by those guys, they're taking a break. Like, I swear, I kid you not. I mean, I know they work hard. I'm just kidding, but it just, I always go by when they're taking a break. I'm gonna have to start teasing them about that. It's like, you guys ever fucking work at all? But anyway, okay, so before we get into the topic of the video, here's what you got to consider. Metal, scrap metal, is the new gold. or silver or whatever, palladium, platinum, whatever you want to call it. It is the new investment metal. And here's how it works. Is somebody throws it out, you pick it up and you go cash it in, right? And you turn it into whatever you do with your cash, you know, like you turn it into resources. Right now, I can't stress enough how important, I wonder if that lawnmower was scrap metal. Huh, I should pick that up. Right now, I can't stress how important it is to gather resources. Cash is fine, but I don't care if I'm broke as long as I can feed myself. I don't care if I'm broke as long as I can defend myself, feed myself, generate my own power, i.e. off-grid kind of stuff. Then I'm fine, right? Then I'm fine. It won't matter how much cash you have, because Maxime Bernier explained it really well. Unfortunately, he didn't win a single seat. Or well, at least that's what the CBC said. Mind you, there's still tallies coming in, but he goes, it's not that the prices of everything are going up, and I've been saying this. He goes, it's the inflation. He goes, what he wanted to do was take a couple of years to balance the budget, because you can't do it overnight without causing mass shock, because you're going to lay off like half the government forces, which, remember, there's about 4 million government workers, right? So those people, they're going to get their hits in 2022 when we just can't pay the bills anymore, and it's already started, right? So what's happening is basically like he's saying, he says, if we stop the deficit from growing, at least the value of our currency won't devalue. Like, and then we can pay off the deficit over time, right? And our value of our currency will go up, because we'll stop printing money, right? But as long as we're printing money, our currency value is going to go down. So the inflation is basically you got more and more dollars chasing fewer things. It is dusty down this road, and that's not good, right? That's just not good. So you've got an economy right now where, if you are to believe the job numbers, you got nothing to worry about. But if you actually calculate it for the people that are no longer eligible for unemployment insurance or stuff like that, you've got a really high unemployment rate. Like, nobody knows what it is. We assume it's in the mid-20s here in Canada, maybe more. But if you even go by the official small businesses, about 40 or 60% of small businesses, depending on which Western country, are completely out of business now. And you got another thing going on. You've got people that were on, if you want to call slave wages, minimum wage and stuff like that, working part-time, that are now getting $1,000 a month to sit at home. So they don't want to work because they're actually getting a pay raise. Or it just, okay, even if, okay, I could work for that extra $200 a month, or I could sit at home and just, you know, no hassle. And there's a lot of people that are willing to do that. That's the worst thing ever, but there's a lot of people willing to do that, unfortunately. So you have that. So you have a worker shortage at a time when you have mass layoffs, which is strange, right? And then you've got guys like me that we can't keep up to the work, you know, but we also have a golden opportunity, because people will pay stupid amounts of money just because you show up, you know, like, and if you do good quality work on top of that, they'll pay even more, you know what I mean? So you can almost charge whatever you want, which is really nice. Now, that's going to be short-lived, I think. But what's not going to be short-lived is what I've been talking about all along, and I call it the Mad Max resource wars, which, trust me, there's more metal guys now than I've ever seen. But mind you, the scales opened up in my town, which is really nice for me. And that is leading to people like scavenging metal there's people coming up from the city to scavenge metal up here. That's all they do all day, is drive around and grab metal. I don't know how they make money doing that, but because you know, metal, if the metal comes to you, you can make a lot of money. I'm not kidding. You can make stupid money if the metal comes to you. If the metal doesn't come to you, you'll be lucky if you break minimum wage. So you got to be really smart about the scrapping business. But the thing is gold is manipulated. We know that. Silver is manipulated. We know that. And the problem is by the time you buy it and by the time you cash it in, it's like you don't benefit from it as much as, say, your next of kin that inherits the pot of gold that if you got gold or silver or whatever, when they pass that on to the next generation, that transfers the wealth, because by that time it's went up enough that you can, when you cash out on it, that it's actually going to make you a lot of money, or turn it into assets, property, whatever, buy a business. So that's where that works, long-term investments. But in the short term, that 6 cents a pound or 13 cents a pound or whatever you're going to get, and right now it's like 130 a ton at my place, it's 80 bucks a ton in town. But if you can carry several tons at a time, you can do quite well. I could probably, if I had a bigger trailer, the other trailer, I could probably easily pull 2 tons with good tires on this. That is a cool car. It was a Dodge Charger, racing stripes on it. Got a motorbike behind me now. But the point I'm making is, if you can get the metal to come to you, you've got a golden opportunity right now if you're unemployed. As long as you got a truck. It doesn't even have to be a big truck. It just has to be something that pulls. Your trailer is going to be more important than your truck. I'll tell you that right now. Because it's really about volume. There's a lot of stuff. You can get a lot of metal that's lightweight, like tin and shit like that on the side of the roads. And the problem with that is it doesn't weigh enough, right? So the problem with that is obviously you can't make any money out of it. But if you can pick it up fast enough, golden opportunity. There you go.